Hawa, Brakateo Shai, Brakateo Hawa, Brakateo Shai, Brakateo Hawa, Brakateo Shai. First and foremost, want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodash, Tablana to the apostles and elders who rule well great stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams and the folk on the earth to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. So, Shalom. This evening, I want to do a lesson this article, right? It's on Euro Euro News. Germany are taken to microchip. One has his last testament implant on the skin, right? So our elder Apostle Tahar, Apostle Raka, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Kapar, they've been saying that the mark in Revelation 13, you know, is the mark, and the beast is the microchip, right? And they have many articles out there, right, showing that the mark of the beast is the microchip, right? And our elder Apostle Tahar and the other apostles, they've been saying this, and the Most High confirming the words, and all you niggas who preaching saying that the microchip is John 3:16, or the microchip is an embargo, or the microchip is Christianity. The Most High making your doctrine look foolish right now, and the Most High confirm the words of His messenger that He sent, right? He said this is he said thousands of Germans have started implanting microchip in their fingers to help them carry membership cards and remember security passwords, right? This microchip thing gonna grow. It's growing so rapidly that you know if people not seeing the danger in this, you know, if people not seeing it, that the time will come, that the beast gonna come down on you people. You understand? Especially you Israelites, because these heathen taking the chip. These heathen going voluntarily and take this chip, right? And we warning you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latin and Native Americans, that do not take this chip. This is the mark of Satan, right? When you take this chip, you conform to this man image. You conform to the so-called white man image. This chip is like his spirit. When you put in you have his laws in you. He's gonna control you with a chip, right? He said Euro News spoke to Steve Becker, head of the I Am Robot Germany only seller of near field communication NFC chip. There's another way. It's the same thing as the RFID microchip, right? He said Becker got the inspiration for his business venture from a chip implant on his friend dog. He said, and the American biohacking company Dangerous Things. Since the creation of the company in 2005, Becker estimated that between 2,000 and 3,500 people in Germany have implanted a microchip under their skin. So this heathen going hard, right? This heathen going hard, right? with this microchip, and like I said, this thing gonna blow up very big. When it's gonna blow up big, when this economy crash, when this dollar die, right? And all this trade war that going on, this tariff war between America and China and all these other European nations, they're gonna crash the dollar, right? They're gonna crash the dollar. All these nations turning from the US dollar and going to the petro yuan, which is the Chinese dollar, going to the Russian dollar, where these nation money were backed by gold, right? They're gonna put the dollar to debt, right? And this is part of the elite plan, but basically, this is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai plan. This is how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gonna destroy these and destroy these heathen, right? Destroy the system. You understand? The monetary system, the whole infrastructure, everything Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gonna destroy because it's built on wickedness, right? You understand? He said, but not all sale come from him. He said German also get chip implant abroad. So how does the service work? People can order the chip from Becker website, get it delivered to their homes, and then ideally go to a piercing studio to have the microchip implanted with a syringe. Becker, he said Becker say people can pay extra if they want a company piercer to implant the chip. So these people make this, hey, so white man making this thing so enticing, that it's simple gonna take this here easy. You understand? Take this easy, right? He said, who buying Becker's chip? According to the company owner, right? He said there isn't a stereotypical client. His customer come from all age group, gender, and background. The microchip will set you back between 59 pounds. He said 59.90 pounds and 79.9 pounds. Right? He said this is pounds or euro. I think this is euro. Select. I think this is euro. Right? He said what does people use? He said what do people use the chip for? Most people use the chip as a replacement for their business contact card, as a substitute for key cards to the gym, office, and house. Becker say he once sold a microchip to a man who used it to save his link that would direct his will. He said the opinion of what the microchip can be used for are he said the opinion of what the microchip can be used for are endless. He added, so this thing will be this chip, as small as this is, it could, it have no limit, right? So people can also people can also buy all sort of gadget that work with the chip, such as antennas or a doorknob that sync with the chip. He said, are there any potential risk of implanting a chip under your skin? Yeah, that. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna put you Israelite to death that take this microchip, right? He's gonna put you out to death that take this microchip. Revelation 14, right? Are we gonna get into that? As a matter of fact, let me get it one time, right? Revelation 14. But he asks what risk, if it have any potential risk, right? Get into it, right? Revelation 14, start from I think it's 8, right? Let me see. Let me just read this part here before I get the scripture, right? It said, "Are there any potential risks of implanting a chip under your skin?" He said, as far as Becker is aware, customers do not show and store information that is too sensitive on their chip, but the risk of having information stolen from a chip is very small, he added. But this question he asks is, are there any potential risks? And the risk is death, right? By fire, right? And we can prove this through the scriptures, right? Is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, conform to the system, right? The beast go back to what this system, which is NATO, right? Which is North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the EU, European Union, and his image is conformed to this system, right? They celebrated Christmas, Valentine, they're keeping the laws of the land, which is the so-called white man demonic laws, right? They're being a perfect slave in the society or whole in the society. They're supporting white supremacy, right? Which is the so-called white man image, right? His ordinance, his laws, right? And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. And this word mark, leading to this word mark, right? You're reading about the wrist when you take it, right? Um, Slack here, back it down, right? So we go to the word mark, right? And then the word is charagma, right? Greek word is charagma, right? It's a stamp and imprint mark. And how the imprint and the mark where you pierce it in your skin, right? So it's a stamp or an imprint, right? An imprint mark, right? That's all we know. That's all we know. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast, right? Because it's the stamp of the so-called white man. You can stamp you, right? With what the chip or the imprint, right? So we come back up here, right? So, right? Revelation 14 and 8, and they follow another angel saying, Salaki, verse 9. Revelation 49, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship a beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? So we receive the microchip. This is what will happen to you. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're gonna be born in the torment nuclear fire when America be destroyed with an ICBM missile. You're gonna be born in that take this chip, right? You understand? The charter Yahweh Hashem Yahshua gonna send lasers too. You people gonna burn up who have the mark of the beast. You know, the rest of you living out of America, these other European nation and other parties who have this chip, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh put you to death too. You know, you people gonna be put to death with this mark, who have this chip in them. Right? So this is the risk, right? This is gonna happen that people who take this chip, right? This is why we exhorting you so-called Negroes, Latin and Native American to do not take the chip, right? He said they would need to know you have his implant. He said hover a phone as close as 5 cm above your hand, but they wouldn't have much luck. And this is the craft. This is the so-called white man. This is the most subtle beast in Genesis 3. This is how crafty he is, because he telling you, he talking about the safeness of your information on this chip. But the scripture says if you take this chip, you're gonna be destroyed. If you take the mark of the beast, you're gonna be destroyed. But he telling you that your information gonna be safe. This is the craftiness and this is how you know the so-called white man is the devil, because you're being deceived right here. You're being deceived, right? You're being deceived by this devil because the risk is when you take it, you're gonna be destroyed. point blank period, you're gonna be destroyed. Right? It's having a wallet or phone stolen is still far riskier, according to Becker. He said, will everyone be sporting microchip in the future? He said, for now, Becker believes microchip implant remain a small trend in Germany society. Infrastructure is so far behind in Germany that people are only slowly starting to pay with contactless debit card. Right? It's however, if the bank adopt the technology, he could see more people using them to make the majority of their payment in the future. So this is a straight cut to IUIC, ISUPK, saying that the microchip is Christianity and the microchip is an embargo. This is a straight cut to you dumb niggas. Right? Let me read this again. He said, however, if the bank adopt the technology, he could see more people using them was them, the RFID microchip. This we talking about, right? This is we talking about them, right? Them is the microchip. This is the syringe the user imprint it into your hand, right? Correct, what correct means to stick or prick, right? This is what they're using. This is them we talking about, right? So if the bank, read this again, right? He said, however, if the bank adopt the technology, he could see more of them to make the majority of their payment in the future, right? So you can be using the microchip to make the payment in the future, and that's what the scripture say. This would say in Revelation 13, right? Revelation 13, verse 16, right? Revelation 13, verse 16. Right? It said, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. This word in the Greek is karagma, which means to prick or stick, a stamp or imprint in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save except he that had the mark, which is the microchip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you can't buy and sell when the economy collapse, when the dollar bill die, they gonna make the microchip. They gonna make the microchip the new monetary system. Right? They gonna make this the monetary system. When they implement the B system, they gonna say, yo, you gotta get a chip to survive in society, to get a job, to be a part of the B system. You ain't gotta get this chip because paper money won't no longer be available, right? So there's a straight cut to you dumb niggas who saying that the microchip is our Christianity and an embargo, right? He said, and no man might buy or sell, right? Save he that had the mark, which is the microchip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 600 score 6, with his sty Salakia. Let me go and get it. Right, right, and it go back to go back to the word mark, right? It's a sty stigma, right? This is the word go back to what stigma mean, what mark, right? This is what it mean, right? This is the mark of the so-called white man, right? Which is the devil. You understand? Kai stigma, right? This is this Isaiah. I start from let me see. let me start from verse 24. This Isaiah. They show the Most High making you false prophets who say that the microchip is an embargo or Christianity, right? The Most High making your prophecy, fail, right? He said this is Isaiah 24 and 44 and 20 and 24. Thus said the Lord, thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that maketh all things, that Salaki that stretch forth the heavens, also Salaki along that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrated the token of the liars. They go to this word token, the prophecy, right? The doctrine, right? The teaching, right? He said frustrate the token of the liars. Who's the liars? Them who say that the microchip is a embargo or Christianity, right? Right? Frustrate the token of the liars, right? Right? That's what is oath, right? 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 He said token, sign, and sign, miracles, mark, right? A distinguished mark, banner, remembrance, miraculous sign, woman, right? Warning, token, and sign, standard, miracle proof. So I go to this word woman, right? Go to this word woman, right? And it's a prophetic significant, right? It's a prophecy, right? So the prophecies that the microchip is Christianity are in Barco because the word prophecy means the word tell before, right? Just tell before it happened. This is what the word mean, right? So the most I say, right? Come back out, so right? He said that frustrate Salakia, Isaiah 44 and 25, that frustrated the token of the liars, right? The prophecy that is saying that the Christianity is the mark of the beast, or John 3:16, or in Barco, and make it diviners, mean smooth sayers, right? Smooth sayers are false prophet, right? Mad. And when I go into this word mad, it gave many definition, right? But through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're gonna sift out the correct one, right? What they say, right? You go into the word mad, right? Um, right? The word is halal, right? Halal is the word, right? And look what it says, it's to shine God's favor, to flash forth light, to praise, to boast, to be boastful. And these men boastful. IUIC, ISUPK, the boastful, right? It said to be boastful, to boast one, the boastful ones, right? Said to praise, to boast, to make boast, to be praised, to be made praiseworthy, to be commanded, to be worthy of praise. So these looking for their self glory, right? They're not looking to glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahshua on earth. They're looking for their own praise, right? To be praised, to be made praiseworthy, to be commanded, to be worthy of praise, to boast glory, to boast glory, make one's boast, to make a fool, to make a fool of, make into a fool. So the Most High make y'all into a fool, to act madly, act like madmen, right? So the Most High making y'all a fool, right? The Most High making y'all a fool, and the Most High confirming the words of Elder Apostle Tahar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Raka, and Apostle Gabar, right? They've been preaching that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, right? And we believe that, and the Most High bringing it to pass and show we clearly that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, right? Back in Isaiah 44 and 25, that frustrated the token of the liars, which is the false prophet in Israel, right? And make it diviners, right? Which is these false prophets, soothsayers, mad, right? Foolish, that turn it the wise men backward and make it their knowledge foolish. Yeah, Christianity is the mark of the beast. The Most High making our knowledge foolish, right? Foolish, verse 26. That conformeth the words of his servant. Most High confirming the words of his servant, because the start with the elder apostle Tahar and the other apostle, they speak the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? So the Yahweh say what? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai say what? That conforming the words of his servant and performing the counsel of his messenger, and performing the counsel of his messenger, right? Which is this: the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, right? And this is the next major prophecy that's gonna come to pass. So we're telling you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, do not take this chip, right? You know, with that, hope this lesson is edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the four corners of the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.